How's it going, guys? This is Garrett, and today I am bringing you the stock car race to gain the Bravado Buffalo, and I used the Buffalo that Franklin has once again. It's fully upgraded, and it wins this race easily again. You can use that car for every single stock car race, so if you are just watching it for this stock car race, which if you made it this far you shouldn't have to worry about it, but maybe if you only watch this video, you can use Franklin's Buffalo for every single stock car race, no problem. I don't know about the stock version of it, but the upgraded version you can use. Now this race, you face all stock cars, so I'm assuming they're all fully upgraded versions of, the Dominator, the Stallion, and the Buffalo. But once again, on the first lap, if you race correctly without wrecking or something, then you will easily get into first place. And once in first, as long as you don't completely mess up, you'll win the race hands down easily by about half a lap. I think at the end of this one, I end up finishing about a half a lap ahead of everybody in Franklin's car. It's 5 laps again, nothing changes, the track's the same, so by now you should know the track really well. And I do wreck. As you guys see in the video right now, I did wreck, but I was far enough ahead still that I was able to wreck. And that was my only wreck in all 5 stock car races, and I wrecked in the hardest one, and I still won easily. So it just shows that these aren't that hard, but they're still really, really fun to do, and you do get really, really good cars out of it. Really cool cars, you get cars that are one of a kind, and I really hope that Rockstar comes out with more stock car races in future DLC, and you get to use, the Adder or the Zenturno, something a little bit more speedy, a little bit more that looks like, one of those big touring cars. That would be really, really cool. And this car, when you customize it, there's tons of customization for it. It's just like the Dominator or the standard Buffalo, that Franklin uses, except for when you add all those upgrades, it extends the, it keeps the paint job that goes along with whatever the decals are on the car, which is really, really cool. So you have 50 to 60 upgrade options. You can change the color, and it changes, certain types of things to the car. I leave the car exactly how it is, except for when I do finally make it to the rims. I know I changed the rims to a red rim, and the reason I went with red was because of the small amounts of red on the paint and on the mirrors. I thought the red really made it pop, and I really wanted to use the stock car wing for this because it is a stock car after all, but I didn't have it unlocked yet. I'm not that far into the single player. If you guys aren't watching my single player series, then go watch it. And if you are watching it, then you know how far I am. But once I get it unlocked, I'm going to add that to this car because I think it would really go well with it. But yeah, here I am changing the wheels. And I picked, a high-end wheel, like always, on almost every car, like everybody does, because they look the best. And then I make it red, and I think it looks phenomenal. I always add the, for these stock cars only, I always add the custom wheels. And I add, a really good color tire smoke that accents the car, which on this one I wanted to use red, but I didn't have it, so I ended up using yellow tire smoke. And I think the yellow tire smoke made it, it does fine. It's whatever. But yes, this car is definitely worth going to get, and once you get it, I took it back to Franklin's garage, and now, as you guys see, my garage is full of all 4 stock cars, and that's the final video, guys. Alright, see you in the next one.